Everyone, Steve Salvia here. Glad you made it to today's live coaching club call. Pumped to share this session with you today. We did some great work last time. And by the way, guys, thanks so much. Really, so appreciative of the couple of you who sent emails, and I got a couple of texts about the referrals deal, how to position the deal the last session we did together. Thanks so much for doing that, and kind of going out of your way and making the effort to let me know that you got some value out of it. Really nice to get feedback. Keeps me pumped, keeps me juiced, and it's just so good to know that I'm adding value to you guys as well. So thanks so much. I really appreciate the positive feedback. So I just wanted to say, muchas gracias, basically, for doing that. But today, look, guys, as you know, what we're about in Coaching Club and in Blackman, we've got 6 core themes, 6 themes that we repeat over and over and over again. We rotate them on a monthly basis over the 6 months, and we're in May right now. And May, inside Blackman, is Referrals Month. And specifically, we're talking this month about client referrals. Like I said, I reckon they're an untapped gold mine, and I'm on a mission, basically. I'm on a mission to make your lives easier by getting your clients to do the attraction work for you and getting them to bring people into your business. I just want you to think about it for a minute. They're a gold mine. They're an absolute gold mine. Think about it for a minute. I want you to figure out, what do you reckon the average income that you earn per client per year would be in your business? So just roughly, don't have to go into too much detail here, but roughly. 2,000 a year. Some up front you might get more, but on average, roughly, what's average client worth? 2,000, 3,500, 6,000. Some people got 10,000 average value. So I just want you to, whatever it happens to be, I just want you to write that number down. So grab a pen and paper. I just want you to write the number down, what you think the average client per year is worth. Second number I want you to write down is I want you to think about how long your average client stays with your firm. So, is it 2 years, 5 years? Hope it's not either of those. But, we want, 5, 7 years on average, roughly. That sort of thing. Could be even more than that. So what I want you to do is write down the average income and then write down the number of years that client stays with you. Okay, you should have that figure now. Now I want you to calculate that out. So your average annual fee, or your fee for advice per year per client, and multiply that by the number of years that your client stays with you. So to give you an example, let's say it was $4,000 per year, and the client stays with you for 7 years. Okay, we've got a client average value of $28,000 per client. That means every single client is worth $28,000 per year in gross revenue. Over the time that they're with you. Over the time that they're with you, gross revenue to your income. So, ask yourself this question. Would you say that at least, over those 7 years, would each client have at least referred one client to you? Ask yourself. The answer is yes, which it typically is. Most people say, yeah, every client at least refers one person to me. In reality, the client isn't worth $28,000. They're actually worth $56,000 to you. They're worth that because of the value that they add to their firm. They speak by speaking positively about you to their friends, their colleagues, their associates, and that's just one single referral. Imagine if we could get 3 or 5 or 10 referrals from a client. If the answer is no, you said yes, great. If the answer is no, then we wouldn't get one referral from every single client over time. Then, frankly, you've got some work to do within your business. When you give great advice, you give great strategies, and you give X factor service above and beyond the client levels that what they expect, referrals come naturally. All right, so we've got to work on that. But on the assumption that you've said yes, given the enormous value of a client and their referrals to your firm, then I reckon it's really important that we spend some quality time building systems that we can then replicate over and over and over again to capture those referrals rather than just leaving them to chance. So last time we got together, we talked about the referrals deal and how to position the deal and positioning the expectation of referrals right up front. And if you've started doing that now, and I know there's a few of you have, that's great. But if you haven't started doing that yet, that's your first port of call. My number one referrals tip for you is positioning the deal up front when you first meet your client so it becomes an expectation. But if you haven't done that today, really what I'm going to share with you is another 5 client referral strategies so that you're armed and you're dangerous when it comes to giving value and having clients talk about you and talk about you for no reason, but in their mind it is a massive reason. Introduce you to their friends and have other people doing the hard work for you in finding people for you to talk to and to fill your diary. That's where we're heading today. 5 simple and easy but high-end strategies that you can implement into your business. I'm going to show you exactly how to do it, what you need to do, and what process you need to take to get more referrals of people just like your ideal clients. Okay, that's where we're going today. All right, let's get this show on the road. Let's get this started properly. You remember, guys? We used to play this game. This is the frame I come from when I think about referrals. We used to play this game as a kid called Chinese Whispers. You've played it. We all know what it is. And it's basically, it starts off as a secret and it gets whispered into someone's ear. And then they had to pass that secret on to the next person, then to the next person, and then to the next, so on and so on and so on. So you get to the last person, and that last person, we had to see how close they got to the secret where it started from, and so on and so on. It goes like that. Remember the game? Well, that's the context I want you to put today's session into, and I want your financial planning firm context to be in particular today. Okay, if we could just give your client such an amazing wow client experience that they couldn't help but pass it on to their friend or their family or their colleagues, that's what we're after. And then they got that. Then that person got referred, and they got the same, if not better, wow client experience. And then they passed it on to their friend or their family or their colleague, and so on and so on and so on. It just gets replicated over and over and over again. Take that one step further. What if we could sort of automate that so that it was just a given in your business that this is happening? It was just part of the process that your colleagues and your friends and their colleagues and friends and family, they pass their secret on to their sphere of influence and the people in their world as well. Now, how good would that be? If it just became part of the system, part of the process. Specifically, that's what we're trying to create here. How do we build a referral pipeline that brings you leads, prospects and clients every single month from your current contacts, whether they're clients or whether they could be prospects as well? It could even be your strategic alliance partners as well. Either one of those, right? That's the game we're playing, and that's where we're heading today. Okay? Because here's the thing, we all know we want referrals, and we know how important they are, but everyone wants referrals, but very few financial planners have actually got a system to get them regularly and consistently. And when you don't have a system for something, life gets pretty hard. The reality is that referrals become sporadic, patchy at best. You get the odd referral here and there, every now and then. The quality's dubious, the positioning's not there, so it hasn't been done properly. Think about it. What do we want from when a referral comes in? We want that referral to be pre-prepared, we want them to be pre-positioned, and we want them to be predisposed to working with you. But what do we get instead? We get a person that's been handed your business card. And then, after that, that's it. They've been left to fend for themselves, and it's up to them to try and find you. And they're just left. They're in the nest. They're on their own, and there's no one there to help. There's no one there to guide, and no one there to pre-position, pre-prepare, and predispose them. Then what happens is that there's also an element of fear in isn't there? You think about it. Because we've got no system, everything's done on a whim. And you lack the confidence to even talk about referrals, and you end up getting exactly what you put out to the world. You don't have the confidence to talk about referrals. Therefore, that's what goes out to the world. So therefore, you don't get any referrals. It kind of stands to reason, doesn't it? Okay? We don't have the confidence, and therefore we get what we deserve. And when you do position the referral, okay, when you do actually do it, what happens is, because it's not really concrete, you've left them to sort it out for you, and you've left building your business in their hands. Okay, and what happens is they leave your office and they say they're going to refer, and they make all the promises in the world, and they talk you up, and they tell you how good you are, and they promise to go out and talk about you to their friends, family, and colleagues. And then what happens? They abandon you, don't they? It's as simple as that. They want to refer you, but it's too hard, or they're not comfortable, or they don't know how to do it, or you haven't taught them the way, or you haven't made it easy for them, and they just ignore you. There's no follow through. You get ignored. You get you just get abandoned. You get left to your own devices. Okay, and what happens is you're left on your own to grow your business by yourself, the hard way. You're back knocking on doors and cold calling. Going to networking events and talking to people that you don't like about stuff that you don't care about. You're feeling pushy and weird. You're back to the old way. You're back to the way that you're in right now. All because you just didn't have your network out there doing the hard work for you, doing the advocating for you. The way you're doing it now, you're stuck, you're left with it, it's slow, it's hard, it's exhausting, and frankly, it's the old-fashioned way of getting referrals. And, what it does, it takes your eye off the main aim of the game. You're meant to be doing great financial work, financial advice, doing strategy and research and technical analysis and numbers and doing all the stuff that you're good at as a financial planner, but because there's not enough people to do it with, you're like the world's best-kept secret. And you're the one that has to go out and grow your business, and it takes you away from the main aim of the game. It's hard, it's slow, it's tiring, and it's not a good look. Does that make sense? So that's the downside, I suppose. I guess that's the negatives in this. But you think about it, that's what happens if you don't have a referral strategy in your business. There's no consistency, there's no confidence, there's no process, and you end up stuck doing things the old way, the hard way, the slow and tiring way. But what if we could flip it? What if we could turn it around? And what if we could just absolutely flip that on its head and we step back from your business, we actually spend some time installing a quality system to get referrals and make them the number one item for you that filled your diary, that filled your appointments, that filled your workshops or your seminars, and we were able to, to step your referrals up a notch and make you get referrals like a pro. How would that be in your business? Because, what if instead of, if we could do it this way, what if instead of having no processes, your referral system became methodical? It's, everything was templated, it was automated, it was system driven, and that means doesn't have to be by you, that means by someone in your backstage. Someone behind the scenes actually handling this stuff and getting this stuff automated so that you could focus on what you do best. Okay? What if you could do it that way? You wouldn't have to think of you wouldn't have to think about referrals anymore because it would just become ingrained in what you do and what you say and how your business operates and what your clients and your advocates just do. They just talk about it. It just becomes a methodical part of the process. You think about it, it's like blinking or breathing or your heart beating. It's critical. It's kind of important, right? It's absolutely critical that those things happen in your body. But the reality is you wouldn't function without them. You wouldn't function anywhere near as well without those things happening anyway. But yet you don't have to think about it. It just happens. It's just something in your subconscious that you don't need to actually put too much work or too much effort into. It just becomes part of the deal. That's where we're going here. That's what we want. You don't have to put too much effort in to get the results because it becomes methodical over and over and over again. Instead of being really frightened and scared about asking for referrals and worried about what you look like if you ask your clients for a favor or you're feeling weird about it, what if I could give you a concrete pill? What if I could give you a concrete pill to make your referral something that you were really proud of and that you had the courage and your conviction about asking for and receiving client referrals? What if it wasn't weird anymore? What if we gave you the confidence that you had the way, you knew how to do it, you were super confident and that you knew that you added value, the person that was going to be referred was going to get a wow experience, you know that even before it even happens, so you're confident to ask for referrals because you know you're going to deliver. And and what if you were brave enough to have the confidence that you knew that that the referrer would thank your client for referring you, and what had happened is they'd also play the game as well, and they'd go out and refer you because they were proud of being part of your business as well, and they'd want their friend or their family to have what or family member or their colleague or whoever it is to have what they've got as well. And it just perpetuates over and over again. They feel good, they want to tell their friends, and they want them to have the same experience, and they get the same experience, and then they go out again and do the same thing over and over and over again. Systems build confidence, guys. Guys, can I get you to just jot that down, please? Systems build confidence, and when you've got the systems, you don't need to feel weird or frightened or scared because the system does the work for you. It does the heavy lifting. And then what happens is, and then when your referrals process is consistent and you've got the confidence to firstly ask for referrals and then sort of deliver on your promises, all of a sudden, instead of having people with great intentions and making promises that they never keep, people actually end up following through. And they actually do what they said they were going to do. They become real advocates for your business. Raving fans, that's what you want. We want an army of raving fans out there doing the work for you. They don't keep you to themselves. They're not greedy. They're always on the hunt. They're scouting all the time, looking for ways to refer you and help their friends at the same time and their family and people in their network because they want to honour the promises that they made, and they've got a really simple and really easy mechanism to connect people with someone who need your help, someone that they know that can fix their problem for them and give them an absolutely fantastic experience as well. And it's like giving it's like they're giving their network a gift, something really, really valuable that they can pass on because they feel really, really confident about it. And you don't have to worry about growing your business anymore because you've got people out there growing it for you. You've got other people growing your business for you, so you can focus on producing exceptional outcomes and unforgettable experiences for your clients. And guys, you notice the language, guys. It's not about doing a good job or sorting out the super fund or rolling over the super or getting the life insurance in place or whatever. No, it's not that at all. It's about exceptional outcomes, unforgettable experiences, awesome X-factor work for your clients, doing the best of the best. So then they've got something really confident they can go out confidently and talk about with you. And it just perpetuates the whole cycle over and over again. And we plant the seeds, we water the seeds, we harvest the seeds, and then they go out and plant more seeds, and then they water the seeds for you, and then you harvest the seeds again. And those people then go out and continue. They plant and water and harvest, and it's a perpetual cycle over and over and over, and it's an absolutely beautiful thing. It's a beautiful thing, guys. Guys, if you can do what every financial planner wants to do and has a referral pipeline that referrals come in and they don't even know about it, you've made it, man. You've made it. That's what everyone wants, and hardly anyone's got that. No one's really got it. A lot of people say they do, but they don't. They haven't really got it down pat. Okay, and when you've got it, when you see it actually happening in your business, you sit back and you say, hey, I've made it. This is amazing. This is exactly what other financial planners want, and I've got it in my business now, and it's a beautiful thing. All right, so they're my ideas around why making referral strategy such a big part, such an important part of your financial planning business, the systems in your business. That's why I think it's so important. But I want to hear from you right now. I'd love you to do me a favor, and I'd love to know from you. I want you to take just 20 seconds or so. I want you to look on the assumption that most of you on this call or listening to this webinar have either thought about wanting more referrals, or they know intellectually that more referrals would be a good thing for your business, because I think everyone knows, even if you're getting referrals, I think everyone wants more referrals, right? Good quality ones. But even if you know intellectually that more referrals might be a good thing for you, I'd love you to do me a favor, and I'd love you to just write down, I want you to pause the video right now, and I'd love to know from you, what's held you back from installing a process like this into your business so that you can get constant referrals? Why don't you have a referral system in your business? I'd love to know. So I'm really, really interested in what the barriers are, and I want to see if we can bust through those things down. So can I get you to do me a favor, pause the video now, and I want you to write down 2 or 3 reasons why you might not have a referral system in place for you. Ready, set, go. Okay, hopefully you've taken the time. I hope you paused the video and did the work and wrote down 1 or 2 reasons why. And I want you to look at those reasons and just think to yourself, are they valid reasons? Or is it just lack of implementation, or is it lack of motivation, or is it just that it's on my someday maybe list, or one of those things that I wanted to do but I just haven't got around to it yet? Okay, if it's any one of those things or something similar, I want you to get it out of your head, because today's the day we're going to start implementing some awesome strategies, some world-class referral strategies into your business so we can change this for you forever. All right, let's shift gears now, guys. This is where we get into overdrive right now. What I'm going to do, I'd love to show you another 5 referral strategies, different to what we did last week, which is about positioning the referral up front as part of the deal. And so last week we did really good work. We showed people. I showed you the 3-phase referral model that we did last time. It's what I call the natural referral method, where we plant seeds, we water the seeds, and then we harvest the seeds. And that's really cool, and it's really, really good if you're building your referral system from scratch. And that's exactly how I recommend you do it. So number 1 tip for referrals is to implement the natural referral method into every single conversation that you have with a new client, or even with an existing client at review. I want you to bring that in. That is the number 1 strategy for referrals. But what I'm going to do, and that's great if you're starting from scratch, but here's the thing, if you haven't done that yet, or if you want to get some referrals happening right now, straight away, we need something better. So what I want to do, I want to give you what I call a quick 30 referrals program. Okay, right now, if you did all of these things, I reckon you could easily get, from these 5 strategies, I reckon you could get 6 referrals from each one of these. Now, I'm going to give you 5, but I'm going to focus on one of them quite big today, and the one I think that it's going to give you the quickest bang for your buck. And if you go out, and if you want some referrals straight away, I reckon you could implement these and have referrals in your office by next week, okay? Seriously. If you do these things, you will absolutely get referrals. It's just a matter of doing what I tell you to do. And I'm going to give you every step of the way. I'm going to show you what to do, when to do it, how to do it. I'm going to give you the tools that you need to do it really, really well. Okay? These are 5 ways to add value and build a process, or at least have some options around different referral mechanisms, and you can test and measure which ones work best for you. So now, I don't want you to rush out and try and implement all of these strategies. I want you to focus on one. So at the end of it, I'm going to ask you to pick one strategy, one of these 5, and I'm going to ask you to implement it powerfully. All right? But these are the tools that I want you to have in your, like your kit bag. I want you to have an arsenal of tools that you can go out and do referrals when you want. You can turn the tap on like everyone wishes they could do, that say that they can do but don't really have a mechanism to do it. I want you to be able to turn referrals tap on and then be able to turn it off when you've got too many referrals. And then you can turn it back on again whenever you like, and so on and so on and so on. Okay, so let me walk you through what 5 really awesome, quick, easy, professional and classy referral strategies that you can implement for you. All right, and the first one's this. The first one is why don't we create a referral video? Why don't we create a referral video, client referral video? So if you haven't set the scene for making referrals part of the way your relationship's going to work with your clients or your clients basically, and you haven't had the discussion about the joint commitment station, you haven't done that up front and you haven't got that agreed to, the next best thing is why don't we send out a quick video? After your work's done, so your new client work and then you've got the stuff, your business through the system and then it's all completed, or even if you've done a review and you've had to do some additional work for that client and then that's completed as well, why don't we do it then? We could send out a quick video and talk about what's happened, what you've achieved, and we can plant the seed about referrals at that point again, and we can give some context and some instructions around referrals and what your expectations are around referrals as well. We didn't get to do it up front, but now here's a really good opportunity for you to do it at this time. So, the reason something like this is so important is because, as you probably know, it's really hard to position referrals or the expectation of referrals after the event. It's hard just to bring referrals up out of the blue, out of nowhere. 2 years. So some planners have clients on board 3, 4, 5 years, and then try and start to bring up a referrals discussion. And it's so hard. The reason it's so hard is because all the emotion's gone. They've forgotten the great work that you did to sort out the mess they were in, or to get them on the right path, or to fix the problem that they had when you first met them. They can't remember all the hard work that was involved and what you had to go through to get that stuff done. The emotion's gone. They also can't remember how good they felt at the time or how it changed their lives. So they've got nothing to attach or anchor that emotion, positive emotion to. So I'll get you to jot that down, guys. If you can do me a favour, I want you to write down the words anchor their positive emotions. When it's fresh, new, and up front, and it's recent and nearby, they can anchor a feeling to it. We can get them on a high, make them feel really, really, really good about it. And when they're feeling really good about what you've done, we can then talk about referrals because they're on a high about it. But if you leave it too long, it's hard to do. So what we want to do is we want to, if you think about it, the longer it goes on, they often start to actually question, rather than feeling good about it and anchoring positive emotions around it, they actually start to question the relationship and question what they're paying, let alone whether they're going to send you referrals or go out and help you build your business. Does that make sense? So it's important that we set the seeds as early as we possibly can, right at the start, or when we've done something really good or positive for them. And if you can't do it at the very, very start of the journey, I want you to do it at the end while it's still fresh in their mind and they're excited about what they've done, or what you've done, and the work that they've achieved with you. So what if we could do this? What if we could do something like this? What if I was able, so you're probably saying to yourself, oh, but gee, I don't know how to do videos. Oh, videos are hard. Everyone talks about videos, but gee, I don't know how to do a video. But what if I made it easy for you? What if I created a little template, just a little simple 6-box template that you could follow the bouncing ball, in other words, and build yourself an awesome little video template that you could send out to clients after you've done the work. On the left-hand side there, the top row basically is about the outcomes of what the work that you've just done, so that we can get them on a high, and then underneath the expectations about what they can expect, and also the expectations about referrals. So I've just noted such a funny typo in this, but so that's number one. So what if we had a little framework for you to make doing videos and referral videos really, really simple? How would that be? What if I took it further? What if I was able to take it further and say, hey, what about if I give you some scripting for a really awesome, really powerful, really classy, world-class scripting around setting up the referrals expectation and getting referrals. So what if and I'll give you a quick run through now, so what do we want to do? We want to thank them and set the scene. So, hey there, just a quick video to say thanks so much for doing the work and coming in for your review, a couple of weeks ago. We've been able to do that other work. By now you should have received your XYZ paperwork in the mail, and should have got some confirmation from the investment house or the super fund about that. I just wanted to say it's been fantastic working with you, and I've really enjoyed going through that process, and I look forward to really good relationship with you, and look forward to having you at our next workshop, seminar, or blah blah blah, whatever it happens to be. This is just a template. You can fill in your own words. And then we're going to restate the problems. We're going to get them back to the pain. We're going to remind them of where they were when we first met them, or when we just met with them recently. When we first got together, you were struggling with ABC, XYZ, 1, 2, 3. Not enough in super. Debt's too high. You were struggling with, felt like you were paying too much tax, whatever it was, and you wanted more cash flow in your world, or you wanted to retire quicker. You wanted to figure out some ways that you could get to retirement a little bit quicker. And you're also looking for ways to improve your insurance structures and make sure that your family was protected. And you tried to manage that self-managed super fund yourself, but you found that it was really, really difficult, and you didn't have the time. And in fact, the rules were starting to get on top of you because it was getting so technical, or whatever it happens to be. Again, I'm just following the process. I just want you to, fill in the blanks. So we're restarting the problems, and then we're going to reiterate the results that you got. What we were able to do was XYZ, ABC, 1, 2, 3. We were able to tidy up those old super funds, reinvest them into a more appropriate growth or high growth strategy, as opposed to the cash-based or the defensive strategy that you had, which was half the reason why you weren't getting the return you were after. And what we're able to do is and also set up that transition retirement strategy so that we could get your tax down, give you more cash flow to enjoy your life a little bit more, and we're also able to free up a little bit of money to put more into super. And that's allowed you to be able to have a bit more of a better life, or pay off more off your mortgage, or get more into your super, or whatever it happens to be. It's allowed you to insert things it allowed you to do here. And we also did ABC, XYZ, and 1, 2, 3. Pretty good result, I thought. So we've set the scene, we've reiterated the problems, and we've restated the problems, and we've reiterated the results. And then we're going to move down to the expectations. So we're going to position them. So here's what you can expect. Here's what's going to happen from here. So you notice the tone. The tone just changed. My voice just dropped a little bit. I started to talk a little bit slower, and I just became the authority. Here's what's going to happen from here. You need to blah, blah, blah. You need to talk to your payroll, or get us your tax file number, whatever they need to do, if there's anything they need to do. We'll keep in contact with you regularly, so look out for our newsletters and our workshop invitations, and we're going to have our private client briefing in November, so keep an eye out for that. We'll also keep in contact you and blah, blah, blah. And don't forget, don't hesitate to contact us if you've ever got any questions or something in the mail you can't understand. Remember, we're your first port of call. And keep an eye out for whatever it happens to be. And I'm also going to ask my assistant Daniela to give you a call and tee up our next review in April next year, so we can get together and do the review like we said we would. What we're going to do then, we're going to see the need. We're going to see the need. We're not going to see the weed. So guys, what I want to make sure everyone in this call right now does not do, I don't want anyone on this call to be seeding weed with their clients, okay? Let's make sure we eliminate that from our life, from our processes. What we should in fact do is actually seed the need. So I'd love everyone to make a note. Please grab your worksheet, cross out the need for seeding weed, and please insert seed the need on your worksheet there. Love it when a plan does not come together well. But anyway, guys, you get the picture. Seed the need. We're going to seed the need right now. But just quickly, I wanted to, as you know, referrals are a huge part of our business here at XYZ Financial Planning. They're critical to our growth, and you know how, and I've talked to you before about how important, in fact, referrals are the lifeblood of mine and any other business. The reason they're so important is so that I can focus on what's important for you, which is managing your portfolio, keeping up with the rules and my study, making sure my PD and my training is up to date, and making sure I run a world-class financial planning business for you. In fact, referrals are where most of our business comes from, just like you were referred by XYZ. So we've just seeded the need. We've just seeded how important referrals are, and then the process. So I'd love you to be part of that as well. The way we do that is we have a VIP referral program, or we have regular client functions, or we have regular, but whatever it happens to be for you. So whatever your thing is, and the reason, and they're VIP, they're exclusive. We don't allow everyone to refer. only selected people get the opportunity to become referral partners, and I'd love you to be part of that program. The reason we make it so exclusive is because we want quality people. We want A-grade people just like you. In fact, if I could build a business on people based just like you, I'd be a really, really happy man, because we believe like attracts like, and so therefore we think that we want to work with people like you, and we think that those sort of people are going to be in your sphere. So what's going to happen is I'm going to send you a very special VIP referral partner kit. Inside that kit, you'll find ABC, XYZ, and 1, 2, 3. And here's what I want you to do with it. You'll find an instruction letter in there to tell you exactly what referrals are about, how to refer, and give you the process for doing that, the ideal process that we like. And it's going to have all these things in there. Blah, blah, blah. Take care. So I really want to thank you for the work again. Take care. Stay awesome. And I'll talk to you real soon. Bye now. That's it. Simple as that. So what I want you to do, guys, we're going to create a referral video. We're going to follow the steps, 6 steps there. It's going to be 90 seconds, 2.5 minutes max. That's all. No more, no less. You know, I sort of said that fairly slowly so you could understand it and rambled on a little bit, but you're going to make it short, sharp, brief. And I want you to follow the process. Look at my words, change up the words, say whatever you want in there, but I've just given you a framework that's going to make referrals something really, really easy that you can do and you can replicate over and over and over again. So guys, what I'd love you to do, just quickly, can you do me a favor? I'd love you to grab your worksheet and I want to just quickly, as we go through today's session, I'm going to fill in the worksheet because I want you to not only listen and learn, but I also want you to have some action items that you're going to follow through in this process as well. So just quickly grab your worksheet. You'll see should look something like, or should look exactly like what you see on the screen. And what I'm going to get you to do on the left-hand side there's 3 rows. The first row is the actual idea. Okay, so what's the idea we're going to have about referrals? So I'm going to give you 5 different ideas. The next one is what's the process? So what process are we going to use in getting these things implemented into your business? And then the last row, we're going to think about actions. And I'm going to get you to take some action steps, some things that are going to take these ideas forward powerfully so that you don't just have ideas, you actually implement those ideas. So number 1, the first thing we just talked about there is that we're going to create, I'll get you to jot in along with me, guys, just write in along with me on your worksheet. We're going to create a referral video. We're going to create a referral video. Okay, we're going to create the referral video. And you know, what is it really? So the idea here is basically we're going to make a quick slash personal. We're going to make a quick personal vid that we can to send to client. So that's the idea. So the idea is we make a quick personal video that we send to client. What is the steps? I reckon the steps should be something like this. So let's just try and think of 4 steps here. So the first step, I reckon, first thing is download the framework. Download the framework. I won't write it all in, but you know what I mean. Oh yes, I will. Okay. Download the framework. Number 1, you're going to download the framework that I just went through with you. Number 2, the second step, I reckon in the next logical thing is probably map out your points. What are the key points that you want to get across in that video? So here's the framework. Now I want you to map out the key points that you're going to say to your clients. Third thing, to make it easy, because we want to just follow the bouncing ball, make it simple for you. Third thing, I want you to just record it on your iPhone. That's all you need to do. Record on iPhone. Guys, I make a lot of my videos nowadays on my iPhone. The quality on that iPhone, I've got an iPhone 6, it's an iPhone 6S, it's a good one. Does have really good quality video in there. So that's all you need to do. I leave my Canon at home most of the time. I don't need it anymore, only for special videos. And then number 4, we're going to email to client. We'll email to client. With some with the VIP referral vouchers that I showed you last time. Referral vouchers. Yeah. So that's it. So that's your process. So what's the idea? Well, we're going to make a quick referral video. What's the process? Well, there's the 4-step process. Download the framework, map out the key points, record it on your iPhone, and email it out to your clients. Get it out there. Guys, so what I want you to do right now, I just want you to pause the video. I want you to think for yourself, pause the video just for a second, give you 20 seconds or so, and I want you to think of what action items, what a couple of things, 1 or 2 or 3 things that you can do to take this idea forward powerfully. You don't have to get it finished today, but I just want you to come up with 1 or 2 or 3 action items that you can do. I want you to pause the video and just jot those action items in there now. Ready, set, go. Okay, you should have had 3 or 4 action items, things like, what are you going to do? Think about the logical steps. Okay, first step, grab the download. Second step, fill in the blanks. Use my words, change up my words, but also fill in the blanks and just tell a story along the way and just follow my guide as a framework. Third action, what are you going to do? Just record the video. Hold the video in your iPhone in your hand, or get a selfie stick and record it on there. And then fourth, just create an email template so that you can replicate it over and over again. The video would probably be personalized because you'd have personal things that you achieved and what they were struggling with or whatever. But the actual email, the template, can be the same over and over again. Okay, right, really simple, easy to figure out what to do and the steps there. So great, so at least we've got some action items for where you're going to go with this. All right, so that's cool. So that's number 1. We're going to, so tip number 1 is we're going to create a referral video. Idea number 2, okay, so the second thing I want you to do, and I think I did this in our shirt session last week. Someone needed a hand with this, so I think I let the cat out of the bag a little bit early last week, but that person's actually used it and got a referral already. But but a really good way for making it easy to refer people to you is to firstly teach them how to do it, how to refer, like we talked about last week, but secondly, make it super, super, super simple for people to refer you. And one of the best tools that I've ever used for this is what I call the Prospect Meet Planner email template. So we're going to create an introduction template. Okay, so so anytime you talk to someone about referrals, or you've got a person who wants to refer you, or look, have you ever had someone, you think about it, have you ever had someone who said, hey Steve, for me, hey Steve, did my friend blah 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 actually end up in that content? Did you ever hear from my friend Fred, or from my friend Andrew, or Jane, or Anne Marie? I gave them your card a little while ago, or 6 months ago. Did you ever hear from them? And have you ever had that before? Think about it for yourself. Who hasn't had that situation before? Okay, so we've all had that. Someone gives out your card and says you should talk to Steve or you, and you just don't hear anything. You hear crickets. So that's what we're talking about here. So to get around that sort of problem, we want to make it simple and easy and classy by giving them a Prospect Meet Planner email template. In fact, I've got about 10 different ones saved up in my signatures on my email program, and basically, so if I ever need one, I can just hit the signature drop down and choose. I've got a template for referring someone to an accountant, or a law firm, or a mortgage broker, or a general insurance broker, or an estate planning, get their wills done. But I've got about 10 different ones set up in there. I just hit the signature drop down, choose the one that's closest to what I need, tweak up the words a little bit and add the right names and the right contact details in there, and just hit bam, forward it to my client. And I just say, hey dude, here's a really easy way for you to refer your friend Fred to me. Use this email template, and what it does, it introduces us. And and I'll go through it in a second. It basically, well, I'll do it now. It just goes something like this. And you might have seen it before, but just in there, there's only 2 reasons why people don't refer. You don't send this, obviously. This is just for you. But there's only 2 reasons why people don't refer a financial planner. They don't know how, and it's too hard. So it stands to reason that if we want more referrals, we need to teach them how to do it, and we need to make it really easy. This introducing you to email template makes it easy, classy, non-pushy, and it's a really good way for your advocate to introduce you while making it easy for them to do that introduction. It's another X factor moment that can provide your advocate with that it's got style and professionalism to it. Okay, so not push or weird in any way. It just goes something like this. It's just a template. And the subject line for the email is, just say for me, it's right, so Fred meet Steve, ... So that's the subject line. And the body of the email goes something like, Fred, Steve is the financial planner who, insert, talk about how great Steve is, so you can actually give them some words there. So Steve is the financial planner who I was telling you about, blah, 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 blah. Fred is a business owner or my friend or my next door neighbour or my colleague or someone I work with or whatever, insert the relevant thing here, who insert a brief description of their situation. So you leave that template there. You want your client to give you a little bit of a heads up on about the person who needs some guidance on, insert the need here. So you want to find out, Fred is a business owner who I work with and who runs a engineering firm. He's got 20 staff members. He's looking at retirement and paying too much tax, and he wants to talk to someone about how we can fix both of those things, or whatever it happens to be. Steve, I know you're busy and your diary is usually full, so what are we doing there? We're installing some scarcity. But if you could give Fred a call and have a chat and arrange an initial meeting or a coffee, that would be absolutely great. Give Fred a call on, insert his number. I've advised Fred that he's waiting for your call. So I've let Fred know and he's waiting for your call. So you've got permission to be able to call him. I've also inserted both the contact details here. So what happens is you make sure that your friend emails their friend but also copies you in. And I've inserted both your contact details here and I'll leave it for you guys. Regards, John, your client. Prospect meet planner. Here, Steve, please meet my friend. Friend, please meet Steve. Here he is. This is what he is, and he's awesome, and he's a great financial planner. Steve, meet my mate, Fred. He's a business owner who needs this, that, and the other, and this is where he's at. I know you'll get along well. And it goes, and this is what it actually looks like. Just something really simple, really easy. The yellow bits you just tailor up. In fact, the whole lot, it's all Word. You can tailor it up yourself. Connecting you two. Please, Steve, please meet Fred. Please, Steve and Fred meet each other. Steve is the financial planner I was telling you about. Steve looks after all of my financial planning and retirement needs, and he's done an incredible job for us so far. He specialises in working with people just like us, and I think you guys will get on well. You two will get on well and work well together. Steve, Fred is my next door neighbour who's looking for some quality advice on superannuation and retirement planning. I feel that you'd be a good fit for each other and the specialist advice that you do, and I think you guys will get on well together. You two are really important people in my life, or two of the most professional people I know, or you got a lot in common, whatever it happens to be. Insert relevant thing here, and it would be a shame if you didn't get to meet. Here's the details. Steve, so what you want to do, guys, you want to make sure that your client puts the onus on you to send that, to make the contact, make the follow-up. You see, if he's given your card to his friend Fred, and Fred hasn't contacted you, well, you want to really take over that responsibility. It's your job to make contact with Fred. So, Steve, could you please touch base with Fred on blah, 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 email or number, and have a chat and see if there's a fit. Please make contact together. I'm sure there's some enormous opportunities to be had. Much love, John, my friend. Okay, really simple, really classy, smooth way, not pushy, and just something different, that I think your client and their friend or colleague will get enormous value out of. Okay. So again, I want you to just grab your worksheet again, guys. We're going to have a bit of a strategy and a game plan around this. So I'm going to grab my iPad again, and we're just going to go into the second column there. So what's the idea? So let's think about the idea. So the idea for this is basically we're going to use. Oh, sorry, guys. We're going to use the intro email. Okay, so so we're going to do, that's basically it, pretty simple. And what are we going to do in that? So what the idea is we're going to provide, just write this in, guys, I want you to fill in your worksheets as I go, provide your client with a template to make referring you easy. Make referring you easy. That's what we're doing here. That's where we're heading. We want to make it easy because at the moment, remember, they're not referring because it's too hard and they don't know how. So we're going to give them something that makes it easy, and we're going to teach them exactly how to do it. All right, second thing. Okay, so what's the process? What's the process here? Well, so the process here, I reckon the process might be something like, think about it. So first thing you're going to do, you're going to look for the opportunity. Look for opportunity. Okay, so things like, so you're going to, like when someone tells you they've referred someone and they haven't referred, or when you've done a good job for a client and you've had a fantastic outcome, or a client says, the only reason I haven't referred is because I don't know how to refer you, or I really want to refer but I just don't know how, I feel weird doing it, or it's just too, Steve, the reason I don't refer you is because it's just too hard, I just never think of you at the right time. So we're going to give them a template. So all they've got to do is got to hit their signatures, it drops down the template's already there. They just complete a couple of different words, fill in the client's name and a phone number. Most of it's all done for them, so it's easy for them to do. They don't have to think, they don't have to work. Okay. Second thing I'd probably do is, we want to remind them of the importance. So the next step in this process is we want to remind them, your prospect, how important they are, how important referrals are. Remind of importance. We want to remind your clients exactly how important referrals are and what a big part they play in your business. The third thing, we want to offer an easy solution. Offer an easy solution. Yeah, so we want to give them something to make referring you easy. And number 4, then we're going to provide them with a template. Provide template. Think about it. You write this in, guys. I hope you're writing along with me. Provide template and instruct them what to do. Tell them how to use it, because that's the important thing. There's no point giving them a template and then leaving them to their own devices, like the little ducklings in the nest. They're just left to their own devices. They won't know what to do with it, and if they don't know what to do with it, they just won't do anything. So we're going to give them the template, but we're also going to show them exactly what they need to do. All right, so, okay, number 2, idea number 2, we're going to use an introduction, prospect meet planner introducing you to email to give them an easy way to make referring you easy for them. And we're going to look for the opportunity to have this conversation. We're going to remind them how important, make sure that your clients know how important referrals are to you. We're going to offer a really simple solution, and we're going to provide them with a template, and we're going to teach them what to do with it. So guys, what I'd love you to do right now, I'd love you to do me a favor, and I'd love you to go to your worksheet, and I want you to come up with 2 or 3 action items that you can do to, if you want to choose this as as one of your ideas, I want you to come up with 2 or 3 things that you can do to take this idea forward, to move this forward. Okay, just write down 2 or 3 or 4 steps in the logical order. First, I've got to do this, second this, third this, and then fourth this. And I'd love you to write that down for me now. Okay, I'll give you 20 seconds and just pause the video and try and take whatever time you need. Basically, you're going to pause the video. But I'd love you to do that for me right now. Ready? On your mark, get set, go. Okay, all right. Hopefully you did do as I asked. Hopefully you did follow instructions, because I did instruct you, and you're playing the game and you're bringing your A game with you today. So hopefully you have, you've written down 3 or 4 action items that you could take. What are the actions? What could they be? You're going to, what is it? You're going to download the template. You're going to ask or remind them at the right opportunity. You're going to provide the template and educate them what to do, and you're going to follow up. That's the other thing. So you want to follow up. Hey, John. Hey, John. Just a quick follow-up on the email template I sent the other day. I'm just wondering, you said you were going to send that out to Bob for me. Did you manage to get that done? I'd love to know. Just let me know if you've actually done that, because we haven't heard from you yet. Just follow up. You just want to follow up and get back into the conversation. Don't be shy. Don't be scared. Your clients will love it if they see you being proactive, and they'll appreciate your proactiveness. All right, that's cool. So that's number 2. All right, so point number 2. Now, number 3, I'm going to move into hot tip number 3, but I'm going to probably do 3 and 4, and I'm going to probably combine these together. And so, dudes, why don't you do a client appreciation workshop? You can do it for a few people, or you can do it for, if you've got heaps of clients, you can do it for, do a really big one. I used to have 4 to 6 over the course of the year. I'd have a VIP client appreciation night for 10 or 15 people in 1 month. And then a couple of months later, I'd have a VIP client appreciation night for another group of VIP clients, and then another group of VIP clients, and I'd run 3 or 4 or 5. So I'd have lots and lots of different VIP private client events that we'd run. So we'd run them on a regular basis, and there was lots of different people who got to be a VIP client. And so, like 10, 15 people in a room around a boardroom table, or, I've done them at the South Perth Yacht Club, I've done them at a golf course, and we're going to teach them something or share something really cool with them for, an evening or an afternoon, or even in the morning breakfast if you want to do it that way. No problem. It can be done at any time. Doesn't matter. And it's going to be something that you do. It's not going to be any sales. There's 0 sales whatsoever. It's all about value, and we're going to do it for free. That gives them some value and lets people know you care. So that's the first thing you do. We're going to run a client appreciation event. That's the number 1. So just quickly, let's just quickly fill in the workshop, and I'll just show you. I'll combine 3 and 4 here in just a second. But I want to just really make sure we're getting this down. So what's the idea for this? So the idea here is that we're going to run a host. I'll just say we're going to host an appreciation night, appreciation event. Host an appreciation event. Okay, that's it. It could be a night, afternoon, evening, golf, whatever it happens to be. And the idea, basically, the big idea here is we're going to run a fun and valuable event for your best clients. Okay, for your clients, for your VIPs. That's what and you're going to call them VIPs. You want your VIP clients to know that they're VIPs. So why don't you just call them that? Call your VIP clients, and they'll love you for it. Everyone wants to be a VIP. So if you call people VIP, they'll thank you for it for sure. Okay, so what are we going to do? What's the process here? Well, I reckon if it was me, I'd segment the list. I'd segment your list. So work out who your VIP clients are. I know, kind of weird for me to say that, but pretty basic. We'd segment the list. I'd also follow a VIP client event system kit, and I'm just going to put some intrigue dots after that, because I just might have something that you want that's going to make running client events a breeze for you. So I'm going to say no more. Okay, third thing I'd do, I'd invite clients, and we're going to invite the clients, and guests. Okay, guests, whatever, and I'll come to that in a second. And then number 4, the fourth thing you want to do here, we're going to bloom and wow them. We're going to give them an awesome experience. So they're going to come to your event and they're going to say, wow, that was fun, that was great, that was awesome, I learned a lot, that was a great guest speaker, the dinner was beautiful, the event was fun, it was amazing. We're going to wow them. We want our VIPs to be wowed each and every time. You've heard me say it before. With every time they touch your business, we want them to say the word wow out loud every single time without fail. Okay, and that's where we're heading with this. Okay, so we're going to run a client appreciation event, a VIP client event. Run a fun and valuable event where we're going to segment the client base. We're going to follow a system kit to run a world-class event. We're going to invite your clients, and we're going to get them to invite guests, and that's where I'm going next. And we're going to wow them. Okay, all right. So I'd love you to do me a favor again. Pause the video right now, and I'd love you to put down, okay, if I was going to run a client event, what are the first 2 or 3 or 4 things that I'd do to get this thing moving? Okay, if I chose this as an idea, what do I need to do? Just think down logical action steps. First step, who do I need to contact? What staff member do I need to brief? Who do I need, what venues do I need to source? What's the criteria for being a VIP client? Whatever it happens to be for you, I just want you to come up with a couple of things so you've got some ideas and some action items. So I'm not just giving you ideas, I'm giving you things to actually physically implement and showing you how. Okay, so just pause the video for me, do that now. Okay, all right. Hopefully you brought your absolute best with you today and you're doing the work behind the scenes. Are you doing it? Dude, are you doing this? I can see you. Don't you know I'm in there with you? I'm in your room. You don't know it. You can't see me, but I can see you. I know if you're doing the work. So please do the work. All right. Okay. Okay. Let's move on. So number 4. So it goes. It's the logical next step. The next step, basically, the second thing I want to do as part of this is we want to create a VIP guest pass. We want to give your clients some VIP guest passes so they can have, bring 1 or 2 or 3 of their friends along with you to the VIP client event. It stands to reason, doesn't it? It makes sense. We're going to do something awesome for your clients. Your clients want their friends to experience awesomeness. So why don't we invite them to come along to the event and get them to be endeared to you in that process? It can be it's a free ticket that we give to their friends where they can come to this event. It's going to be world class and they're going to learn this and they're going to learn that and this other thing. It's going to be really valuable and there's nothing for sale. It's exclusive. And they can give it to their friend or family or colleague or anyone that they work with who they think might get some value in it, the type of person that you've educated them around who you want to build your business around. Remember last time we got together, I talked about my friend Sean, who gave me the T-shirt. He gave me the vouchers for the T-shirt, and was like, he got nothing out of it, but it was like he gave me a gift, because if I downloaded this voucher, I got a free T-shirt from this surfing company. And that's what we talked about last time. So we want to give something really valuable that your clients can feel like they're giving their friends, family, or colleagues a gift, something of value, because everyone wants to give gifts. So we want to make it easy for your friends to do that. And really what we do is we create a guest pass. We make a VIP referral guest voucher for your friends, family, and colleagues. So, welcome and thank you. This is your exclusive invitation. See how it looks? It looks really cool, really classy, really professional. Welcome and thank you. This is your exclusive invitation to join your firm at our very special XYZ event. Be our VIP guest at the next Your Business Advice Series. So I used to go to the golf club and get a guest speaker in, have Clitheroe in there, or Noel Whittaker, or Peter Thornhill, or, Koshi, or even big, someone from the fund managers, or whatever it happens to be. Just get someone to come in, get your insurance companies or your dealer groups to sponsor someone in for you, that sort of thing. Someone who's going to be a good speaker. Doesn't always have to be on financial planning. So, XYZ Advice Series, where we explore the latest in financial planning and business advice strategies, one of Australia's leading authorities on peak financial and business performance, me, Steve Salvia, and XYZ guest, if there is one. During that time, you'll learn some real-world methods to firstly determine where you're at with your financial performance and significantly improve it. Normally, the event's an investment of $189, so we put some value on it, so it feels like it's valuable, it's worth something. But however, because you're now a friend, we've arranged to make the opportunity available for you as a complimentary obligation for a gift. Please join us at the event, blah, 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 blah. And then it's got the other side. I don't normally ask get people to think about their existing planner if they're doing what we do for them. So I've got this, does your planner do XYZ? What I try and do is I put in things here that I know other planners aren't doing and that we do. So I want them to tick no, 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 no. And that's even more reason for them to come and work with us. Okay. So really, really cool. Simple, easy, and I think it's something that could be really, really valuable. So what I want to do is just quickly zoom back to the worksheet. I'd love you to grab your worksheet out again. Pardon me. And so we're going to make this absolutely real and valuable for you. So what's the idea here? So the idea is very simple. The idea is to basically offer VIP guest passes. So offer, sorry, dude, I keep doing that. So we're going to offer VIP guest pass. I reckon 3 is enough. You don't want to give 10 because that's a bit weird. You don't want to give 1 because if they give it to one person and they don't attend or they're the wrong type of person, well then we've wasted that. So I reckon 3 is the right number. 3 is the magic number. So we're going to provide, so what's the idea? So we're going to provide 3 by VIP guest passes to client appreciation, I won't write it all in, event. Whatever the event happens to be for you. Okay? So that's what we're going to do. So that's number 1. That's the idea. Number 2, what's the process? I reckon logically, if you think about it logically, number 1, I'd probably, if it was me, I'd download the template for starters. So download the template. I just want you to follow the bouncing ball here, guys. All of the template you saw, it's a Word doc. You can change the images, change the logo, change the words, tweak it up, to call whatever you like. They're all in Word docs, so they're really simple and easy. You don't have to reinvent the wheel. You don't need to start from scratch because I've done the work for you. Okay, so you download the template. I want you to, probably the next thing I do, I want you to create some compelling wording. Okay, I want you to create some compelling wording. Like I said, it's all Word document. You can change the words to make it compelling for you. But probably the next thing I'd do, I'd maybe provide some compelling reasons. So why would they come? Did you notice I said in the template there, reasons. You're going to learn from the Australia's leading authority, blah blah blah, about this and that and financial performance, and you'll get this and ABC and XYZ and 1, 2, 3. And this is the value you'll get. Here's the reasons you should come. This is the reason for making the effort to come to the event. Okay, because what we're trying to do, we want to get them to the event so that you can then endear yourself to them, and conversely, they can endear themselves to you. So that later on, you might not get business out of it right now, but next time when they need a super fund rolled over, or they're looking at transition to retirement, or their accountant says they need some life insurance or income protection, guess who's going to be the person they think of? Because you're endeared yourself. And not only that, number one, you can build a relationship on the night or the afternoon or whatever the session is, and you can also then follow them up and say, hey guys, hey Fred, hey Andrew, thanks for coming to our event, really nice to meet you. You mentioned at the event that you were interested in talking a bit more about ABC or XYZ. Hey, why don't we have a coffee and chat and see if we can help each other out? That sort of thing, or whatever it happens to be. So that's number 3, create compelling reasons. And then what you want to do, of course, you want to do the old what's in it for me. What's in it for me, for your client. You want to make it feel valuable. You want to make the voucher, you want to make the guest pass voucher, whatever you call it, it's got to be valuable, feel like it's of value, and it's also, you want them to think it's a gift. So you want it to look good, you want it in a beautiful envelope, you want it to look professional and classy. You don't want to do it just on normal paper. You want to go to Officeworks and buy some 160 what do you call it, MSG or GMS, sorry, whatever they call it, some thicker paper, good quality paper. If it's on good quality paper, it's going to look more valuable, and it's going to seem more valuable. It's going to have a bit of weight to it, a bit of heft, and that sort of thing. So you want to just make a little bit of effort, it's a VIP guest pass, so let's make it VIP. Okay, you get any idea here, guys? I hope this is helping. I really do. And guys, I want to tell you that these strategies absolutely work. We did them over and over and over again, to a point where we just stopped advertising. We didn't need any more marketing, because all our clients came to our business via referrals, or using any one of these methods. And it'll work for you too, I promise you. I built my business. I built a multi-million-dollar financial planning firm, working with tradies, people in the mining profession, mums and dads, just normal people. I'm not talking, we didn't deal with millionaires or billionaires. We had some millionaires, obviously, but we didn't deal with multi-million-dollar clients, and there wasn't the rich set or the Chardonnay set or anything like that. It was just normal people, normal mums and dads, just like you guys deal with every single day. And these strategies absolutely killed it for us, and they're going to kill it for you as well. All right. Offer VIP guest passes. What's the action item here? Let's think about it. I want you to take the time, take another 20 seconds, 30 seconds. It should be short, sharp, quick. Just get the bullet points, brainstorm out of your head. Okay, what are the action items that you think you need to do to get your host and appreciation night and get your VIP guest passes ready to rock and roll? Okay, I'll give you just take 20 seconds to jot in 3 or 4 action steps. Ready? Okay, you should have done that now, so we should have some 3 or 4 steps. What are the steps? Let's think about it. If it was me, I'd probably do a 4 forces exercise around your potential referrals and reasons why they might not be happy with their financial plan, or reasons why they could or should come to your event. So I'd do a frustrations and fears and wants and aspirations little exercise just on a piece of paper on a whiteboard, and then I'd select the top 1 or 2 or 3 items out of that 4 forces exercise, craft it into an email, and make really good professional guest passes, make them look smick. Again, guys, just you download my template, and because I think they look pretty cool, and use those. But I mean, again, you can just make your own, or just tweak them up, tweak up mine, change mine up, do whatever you think you need to do. But I just want you to implement. That's all I care about. Do something, because it'll work either way. Doesn't never let perfect get in the way of better, guys. It will never be perfect for you. You'll never be 100% happy. Okay, so I want you to get 92% happy, and then we can tweak up the other 8% later. But get these things out. You get these things out, you'll have clients in your diary. I guarantee it. Okay. All right. So that's good. We've done the worksheet. All right, guys. I'm just going to pause. I'm just going to quickly. I just want you to take stock for a minute. I'm going to grab a quick drink of water, and I want you to do the same. I just want you to take a breather. I want you to pause the video just now. Get your head back around it. You've heard me talk about referral video frameworks and plan to meet prospect email templates, and I'll just walk through the client appreciation event and the guest pass that we just did just now. And yeah, we talked about doing things extra over and above and world class for your clients. so what I want to know from you, I just want you to take the time, and I just want you to think and write down 2 or 3 points. What's been most valuable for you so far? What's been most helpful? What are the 2 or 3 most useful pieces out of this referral training that we've done so far? Okay, I'd love to know. I just want you to take the time and just take stock of what we've done. Have a breather. I'm going to grab a quick drink of water. So I'd love you to do me a favor and write 3 or 4 bullet points down of what's been most valuable for you so far. Okay, go to that now. Okay, all right. You hopefully have got some great bullet points there. I really hope that you're getting value out of this. I'm enjoying presenting this. I love referrals. I hope you can kind of get how excited and how jazzed I get about referrals because, again, my business, and we had a plaque on our wall, our business is built on referrals. Thank you for recommending me. I thanked people for recommending me before they even recommended me because I knew that when they did, they were going to thank me for it anyway, so I thanked them early. I thanked them right up front because when you thank someone for something, they go out and do it. So I thank my clients for referring me before they've even done the job. Okay, so hope you thanks for coming back. I hope you've taken the time to write down a few things that you've got out of our session so far. You know, what's working for you, what's not working for you, you know, what ideas have you taken. I hope you're as jazzed about this and as excited about this as I am. I hope you can hear in my voice how critically important referrals are for you and for your business. And the reality is they're important for your clients and their friends as well. So referrals are absolutely number one, 100%. All right, so let's. Okay, I'm going to move to point number 5. So right now, I'm going to give you I want to give you the 5th client referral strategy for today, and yeah, I'm going to give you what's called the 5-minute client referral email, and we're going to go a little bit deep on this. It's the last piece I'm going to give you today. So if you want clients right now, guys, seriously, if you want clients right now, I want you to pay attention at this point right now, because this is the fastest way I know to get you referrals. So what we're going to do basically is the first thing we're going to do in this 5-minute referral strategy is that we're going to create a big gift. Okay, so step 1, we're going to create a big gift for your clients and your prospects. Okay, it could be something free that your clients can give away to their friends. Okay, so we want a gift that your clients can take and give away that's of value. A free report, articles, access to a free calculator that you might have, one of your lead magnets. You know, you could get a guest speaker in. It could be a free session with you, a strategy session, a tax and financial improvements session, or a superannuation and tax minimisation strategy session, or whatever it happens to be, a white paper about super or insurance or negative gearing or whatever it happens to be, or tax. Tax is a big one, obviously. You know, anything with a good perceived value that they could give, that you could give to your clients. Okay, and I'm going to give you an example in a minute. And what we're going to do is we're basically going to, I'm just going to slide this along just a second there, dudes. Yeah, and what we're going to do, basically, we're going to send your clients an email, and you're going to say, this email, this is an email copy that goes out to your clients, and it says subject line there, can I help any of your friends' businesses in business too? And it says, hey friend, I'm your client, hopefully they're your friend by now, right? Hey friend, I've decided to give this opportunity or the special gift or whatever it is, you insert your thing there, to just 50 people or 50 business owners or people in your niche market. They're going to get a VIP, they're going to get access to a VIP big gift that you're going to give, and I'll give you an example in a minute. I've created a brand new program for small business owners, and I called it the 7 Steps to Financial Freedom. It's a no-cost, high-value stuff, and I'd love to keep it within mine and your sphere of influence. That's where you come in. So you see what we've done there? We've kept it scarce, VIP, only limited to 50 people. It's really, really special. It's a big gift. Okay, in this case, it's a program, a 7 Steps to Financial Freedom, like a workshop or a seminar, no cost, high value, and I want to keep it just really, really close to people just like you. And this is where you come in. Here's what I'd love you to do. I would really like it if some of these 50 VIP people were friends of yours, because I know for a fact that like attracts like, and that you know that I'd love to build my business around people just like you. I've told you that before. So yeah, so what are we saying? Hey, you're an awesome client. You're my exact type of client I'd love. I love other people like you because I believe like attracts like. Simply copy and paste the bottom part of this email and forward it to 5 business owners. In my case, it was business owners, right? Who you think might get some value out of this workshop or this program or this seminar, whatever it is. Why would you do this? Remember, guys, I've talked about before a 3-way win. So why would you do this? It'll be great for your friend because they'll walk away from the session with advice, knowledge, and tools for their business. So win number one. They'll want to buy you a drink next time they see you as a thank you for referring them to my event. Number 2, so it's a win for your client. And number 3, you'll be helping me build my business and I appreciate your loyalty. So win number 3. So that's a 3-way win. If you haven't written that down, guys, please write it down. Everything you do needs to be a 3-way win. Everyone has to win. Okay. You can set it as is, or you can edit the word and make sure make it sound like you. Just please CC me in so I can follow up and make sure your friend gets A1 treatment when they call the office. Okay, thanks so much for helping me spread the word. Respectfully, me, Steve. Okay, so that's the email that we send to your friends, inviting them to invite their friends to a special thing or give them a special tool that we've got or whatever it happens to be. And then the next part of it, and then there's the second part of the email, part B. This is the part where your friend refers on to their friends or their family or colleague. So the subject line is opportunity for only 50 people. Scarcity again. Hey friend, or hey friend, or their colleague, or hey person they want to refer to you. I've got a gift for you and something that I think might help you get a better understanding of your insert thing that you're going to give them. Super, reduce tax, make a substantial dent in your mortgage, whatever it happens to be, whatever your thing is. We're both busy, so I'll keep it short. My financial planner, who you might have heard me talk about, is running a brand new VIP improvement program called, what was it? 7 Steps to Financial Freedom, and it's designed to help small business owners with smarter and faster ways to get even better results with their finances and in their business. I've worked with Steve and the SFS team for many years now, and I've had nothing but a fantastic experience, and they've set me up to be sure of my financial security. His strategies really work, and I'd love to put you in contact with Steve. In his event or workshop or program, you'll get insert relevant bullet points. So you want to put in 3 or 4, but 5 or 6 is probably 6 is too many. Maybe 3 to 4, maybe 5 at a stretch. Bullet points of what they'll get if they come to the event or the session, or if they download the tool or whatever you're going to give them. Just forward this email to Steve, and don't forget to mention my name. Steve said he has a special gift for you if you attend, but he didn't tell me what it was. So we've got a little bit of intrigue there. We've got a little bit of, there's something special there. I want to know what that is. And people want to know when there's some intrigue. People want to know what it is. Good luck, and I know that Steve will help you. And then it just says at the bottom, P.S. you'll owe me a drink if Steve does what I said he'll do. And you can't see it on the screen there, but it says something like, I like Coronas or something like that. Just a little bit different, a little bit of fun, just works that way. All right. So like with any of our templates, guys, with any of our templates that we've got here at Coaching Club, this is my wording. This is the way I do it. But I want you to spend a couple of minutes, tweak it up, zhuzh it up a little bit, make it suit you, and then implement it. Get it out there. You can use my words, no problem whatsoever. But if you want to just tweak it up a little bit for you, make it sound like you can tweak it. It's all, like I said, it's all Word docs. And get it out, send it out, implement it, get it out to your marketplace. Okay. What could be the gift? Well, look, like I said, it could be a lead magnet. It could be a VIP event you're running. It could be a planning session. Maybe a tax and financial security workshop, or a fix your financial strategy session, or an end of financial year review. Just anything. It could be a white paper that you've written, or a calculator that you've just found or you've just made for your clients that might be of value. Anything like that. You just want to tweak it up, and you can test and measure these things. I reckon the VIP events work best, or or downloading or offering a lead magnet, one of those two. But I think anything like that's going to work for you. All right, just to give you an example of that. So I used to. Here's just one thing. So it doesn't have to be workshops. I just used to do these. I called them hot topics. Okay, and there was just different topics, one pages, really simple and easy, on relevant topical issues, made them look nice and classy, and they look pretty special, branded up nicely, professional investments, retirement maze and all that. And then I also gave, as part of it, a complimentary VIP voucher. For strategy session. So 7 Steps to Financial Freedom strategy session worth $572. That's a gift certificate for you. So again, we're giving our clients gifts that they can give to their friends so that they can feel like they're giving something of value. Okay, that's where we're at. All right, so I can hear it. So let's just move to, I just want to grab the iPad again. We're going to just quickly do this last little action item. Think about what we can do to take this idea forward powerfully. So grab your worksheet again, guys. And I'd just love to really quickly. Okay, so what's the idea here? What's the big idea? So it's basically, I call it, keep forgetting to do that. We call this the 5-minute referral email. And you notice all of these are just simply about making it easy and showing them how. That's what I want you to take from this. This is the big point that I want you to get here. We're making everything easy for your clients to refer you, and we're showing them how and giving them the tools to do it really well. So what we're trying to do, we're going to offer a gift. For your clients. Just write this in, guys. I'd love you to be filling this in. I hope you are, so that they've to offer your to offer a gift for your clients to offer their friends, family, or acquaintances, whatever it happens to be, or their potential referrals. Something of value that's going to get people to come to something that you're doing or that you've made or you've created or you're hosting or whatever it happens to be. And we give them the email that lets them know and sets the scene, and also we give them something to make it easy for them to refer. What's the process? Okay, think through the process. Firstly, I want you to create something of value. So there's a heap of you guys are doing workshops and seminars now. I know it, I love it, and I know the results that you guys are getting going from one-on-one to one-to-many, so that's good. Also, a heap of you guys have created some lead magnets, some really cool, friggin' awesome lead magnets. So, yeah, we're going to create something of value. So we're going to create something of value that we can offer up. The second thing I want you to do, I want you to prepare the emails. So grab the downloads, prepare emails by 2, so because you want to make sure that the one that they forward on is right for your client. The third step is to prepare the template, prepare the gift template as well. Pretty simple, guys. I've done most of the work. You don't have to do much here. You just download and tweak and go. And then what you're going to do, you're going to create what I want you to create, a value stack. High value, low risk. Okay, so and that's what we're going to talk about in the emails, in the bullet points, and on the actual VIP complimentary voucher, and we're going to value stack and articulate that value to them. So you're going to do a little bit of work before the event so that you tick you late. So we're going to do a little bit of work before the event so that you know how you can position it as valuable so that they really, truly want to give it to their friends. Okay, so last one there. So, and we're just going to round this off in a second. I've got something pretty cool to show you in just a second, but before I do that, I'd love you to pause the video right now and do me a favor, and I'd love you to just think of 1 or 2 or 3 or 4 action steps to take the 5-minute referral email idea forward powerfully. Hop to it right now. Okay, all right. You should have come up with a few ideas. You know, what is it logically? What are the steps? What's the step-by-step process? You're gonna decide on the value item. You're gonna create and you're gonna install the awesomeness into that value item. Create some awesomeness and install it into it. Put it in. Bake it in there. Baz Gardner says all the time, bake your awesomeness in. So we're going to bake that awesomeness into your tool. We're going to email the client. We're going to send it out, we're going to get it out there, and then we're going to follow up and we're going to get some feedback on it as well. All right, so there's your worksheet. Okay, we've got 5 ideas. Create a referral video. We're going to use the intro email, the introducing you to template. We're going to host a client appreciation event and offer VIP passes for that event, and then we're going to use the VIP, the referral email, the referral email, the 5-minute referral email, basically. Give your clients the reasons and give them the tools to make it simple and easy for them. All right, but I hear you saying, oh, Steve, I really want to run client events, and I've always wanted to do client events and run workshops and seminars and get clients together in a group, but it's really, really hard. I don't really know what to do, and so that's why I haven't done it before. All right, so if that's the case, what about if I made it really simple for you? What if I gave you my personal VIP client event it's based on my step-by-step formula. What if I gave that to you? And it had everything that you need to run a world-class client event, a workshop, a seminar, a private client briefing, a VIP client event, a referral partner event, anything that you ever want to run. If you followed this step-by-step process, what if we can make it easy for you? Would that be valuable? What if we had all the checklists and the tools and the scripting and the emails, the invitation emails and the follow-up emails and the reminder emails and the pre-emails and the telephone templates, and what if we had how to set up your registration? It goes, I think there's, what is there, 108 pages in here with all of the steps and then all the actual templates, so that you really just do not have to think anymore. Just follow this bouncing ball, and it's got all the tools that you need in here. How to set up your room, so if you had a landscape layout or a portrait layout, or you had round tables or square tables, and how to set up the stage and where to put your flip charts and where to put your this and then your projectors and whatever it happens to be. Anything you need to run a VIP client event. A checklist. What if we had a checklist? Step by step. Can't forget anything, because there's nothing can be forgotten. Checklist to make that easy for you. What if we had a venue checklist? All the things that you should be thinking about when you talk about when you're booking a venue, or you're using a venue, or you're setting up your own boardroom to run events. What if we could give you something like that, guys? Would that be valuable? If you think that would be valuable for you, just reply to the email just let us know. Reach out to me and ask for the VIP Grow Your Financial Planning Business via VIP Events strategy guide, and we'll make that available to you. Okay, guys, you get it? Does that make sense? I hope it does. I really, really hope it does, because team, the market that you're working in, guys, it's getting more and more and more competitive every single day, day by day. So why should a person choose you as their financial advisor? Why should they work with you out of all the other financial planners out there, everyone vying for their business? In other words, how can you stand out from the crowd, and how can you do things differently? Let's be honest, guys, trying to build your business on your own, it's hard. It's, one person at a time. It's slow, hard. It's damn exhausting. And marketing your firm is hard as well, and it takes time and thorough, thoughtful strategy. And I've thought through the strategies for you. These things work. Believe me, guys. I promise you, all of these strategies work, each and every one of them. These are by far the best referral strategies that I know. We create a methodical process. We do more, do it differently, and do it better than anyone else. We take the plunge. Have a crack, guys. What do you got to lose at the end of the day? And the third thing, we replicate it. We differentiate yourself and set up people's expectations and responsibilities for referring you right up front. It's definitely worth the effort, because it's the surest way to attract new clients the new clients that you need to grow your business without you having to do the work. That's the important bit, okay? Remember that people lose faith in their investments, their financial plan, and they actually lose faith in their advisor over time as well. It's a fact, okay? So we want an army of raving fans out there being proud of your business and proud of what you do, and telling everyone they know about your awesome stuff. Okay. All right, so here's the game plan, guys. The game plan for this week is, I want you to just choose from your worksheet. I want you to grab it in your hands right now as I'm saying this. I want you to circle one of the 5 strategies. If you're doing 3 and 4, you'd probably do those 2 together. But I want you to circle one of those strategies, and I want you to make that your game plan for this fortnight. And I want you to walk through the idea. I want you to go through the process. And all the tools that you have that you need are going to be up in the VOD. I'm going to download as soon as I finish this. Once we've uploaded to the VOD, we'll let you know in the Blackwing Posse page, the Facebook page. We'll let you know it's there. All the tools you need to get these things, everything that we've talked about today done, they're going to be up in the Blackwing Posse page for you really, really shortly. And then I just want you to write down your action steps and make it happen for you. Right, so, okay, guys, so here's the thing. Next session, right, so we're moving into June. And June means we're going to turn our attention away from marketing, away from referrals, and we're going to turn our attention to scaling up your business and growing your business. And one of the biggest challenges I see with financial planners all the time is the ability to consistently and seamlessly generate new inquiries from interested prospects and people who have been warmed up to come in to talk to you about your financial planning advice. So the next time we get together, guys, I'm going to walk you through what I call the LinkedIn Masterclass. It's a brand new training that I've done, and I'm going to focus on how to create connections, drive leads, get into conversations and build your authority and scale your business using LinkedIn as a mechanism. I'm going to show you how to do it consistently, generate interest from people over and over and over again, from new people you've never met before. And we're going to do things of value, and we're going to give them lots of value using LinkedIn. Okay, so you're going to walk away with a whole new outlook on using LinkedIn and interacting with prospects on LinkedIn, and I'm going to give you the tools that you need to make it happen, the tools that are going to do the work for you so that you don't have to. Okay, so that's what you got to look forward to next time we get together. So guys, I think we can call this training done. I hope you've had value out of the session. I really, really do. If you haven't already, I'd love you to jump onto our Facebook page. Facebook, just find us on Facebook. It's Blackwing Profit Coaching for Financial Planners. You can jump on there, like our page. I put lots of stuff on there, cool templates and cheat sheets and guides and strategy guides. A lot of these strategy guides I dish out on there. So like us on Facebook. We'd love you to be part of the community. You can also find me as well on LinkedIn at the same time. So I'm always in there chatting, and hey, just connect with me, hook up with me. I'd love to chat to you. All right, guys, I think we can call this webinar done and dusted. Take care, everyone. Stay awesome. I'd love you to please go out, do an amazing job for your clients. Be awesome for your clients. In fact, I want you to be X factor with your clients. Do it just that little bit better than everyone else, number one, but a little bit better than what their expectations are, and everything will be absolutely sweet for you. Thank you so much for your time and your attention today. Steve Salvia, your business success coach, signing off for today. It's been really fun, guys. It truly has been. Stay awesome and take care, and we'll talk to you real soon. Take care and bye for now.